Are you paying yourself first? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Nosemakers. With me is Joan Reading. She is president of Credit Counseling Center. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You say pay yourself first, but what do you mean by that?
What I mean is if you are living paycheck to paycheck, when I go over a spending plan with someone, you want to make sure that there's a safety net for you so you can take care of car repair, the next refrigerator if that broke. Can you handle washing repairman? Can you handle having a plumber in? You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck and not have the ability to handle an emergency.
So if we are living paycheck to paycheck, though, it can be very challenging to put those dollars away to have savings for an emergency situation. How do we get to that point where we can start to have savings in place and pay ourselves first?
Right. First priority is to make sure that you're paying attention to you and look over your expenses to say, all right, you can't get, the rent is what it is, you've got to have a food budget, but if there's other things that you may not need, you need a communication device, I don't know if you need a $200 or $300 cell phone cost. So if that's too high, it's a matter of looking at that and see if we can reduce those expenses and or other expenses in our household. Going out to dinner, going to the fast food restaurant, I would pick you first instead of the fast food restaurant.
It's hard to make those choices on a regular basis, but you say accountability is important.
And the other issue about being difficult, who is more important than you? Nobody. And if you're not taking care of yourself, nobody else is going to take care of yourself. So it goes back to putting you on the top of your list and taking care of yourself and those responsibilities.
Accountability, though, I want to go to that idea because you as an organization do offer financial coaching, counseling, but accountability is a part of that process.
Right. A lot of clients come in and they'll say, I know what to do, Joan, I'm not doing that. And I said, that's what I can help you with in terms of the accountability and to have that conversation. This stuff is not easy to do. There's lots of compelling pulls to say, I want to spend money on this, I want to have that, I want to buy that, especially if you have children. But it's still really important to have someone who's kind of helping you keep an eye on the ball to make sure that you're taking care of the basic necessities and having that savings in place.
And you do offer, as we mentioned, coaching and counseling. Who can qualify for your services?
The counseling is free, so anyone who has any issues or not issues, you just want to get a spending plan. You know, I make $60,000, $80,000, how come I don't have any money in the bank? Well, that's a very good question. Let's find out where it's going. And that's the kind of conversation we'll have in the office to figure out why there's no safety net.
And as you mentioned, these are free services.
Yes, they are free services. We want people to be financially responsible.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We've been talking with Joan Reading. She is president of Credit Counseling Center. I'm Jill Horner.